Would you believe it? We're very similar people.
Why? You've done a verse too.
Oh no!
Echo!
I didn't know!
Nah, I'm not that clever.
Oh.
No. Okay, when planning this day a while back, I threatened Lianne that I would do my speech in spoken verse. She said to me in reply, I couldn't think of anything worse. Yeah, I did it as well. I appreciate that speeches in poem form aren't everyone's cup of tea. But hey, I'm a little bit cheeky, and this speech, well, it fits perfectly to me. Now, if you think poems are dull, think of it like slow down rapping. And hopefully by the end, you won't be booing, but you'll be clapping.
Or napping.
Who's a critic? Now, I've collected lots of material for this. Nothing's gone to waste. Now, I've meant not to offend anyone here. It's all meant in the best possible taste. Now, I found writing this hard because usually when I write speeches given in public like this, I usually give them to Lianne, and she checks them to see if there's anything amiss. She checked to see if I could offend anyone, or if I've crossed the line. But she hasn't checked it this time, so if I do offend anyone, it's her fault, not mine. First up, I'd like to thank Lianne's mum, Angie, for her daughter's hand, and to say sorry. It may have been taken about a year or so, longer than I probably should have planned. Thank you for welcoming me into your family clan. I will strive to be the best husband, father, and son-in-law that I possibly can.
Oh.
One day, you never know, you might love me as much as you do your dog Tilly.
I do love her.
I just wish you didn't walk in at me that time when I was playing with my daughter's cuddly toys. Now, Angie, congratulations on raising a daughter who's savvy and clever. I knew from the moment I met her that, we'd have great times together. But that's enough about your favourite daughter, Sharon. I'll talk about Lee, but, a little later on. It's not easy to rhyme with Sharon. To my family now. Now, I have two dads, both here, and Lianne has none. But don't worry, they're your two dads too now. And I've gained a mum. Now, my dad came from Thailand today. I'm not making it up. So thank you for coming all this way, Dad and Dawn. Or shall I say, Kapung Ka. Thank you for your Buddhist wishes and for bringing us luck. And I hope you liked our special arrival by the Thailand Tuk Tuk. My stepdad, Phil, thank you for taking me on and teaching me things. Like, whatever you do, don't lose the house keys. We've been through lots together. We did well. And I'll never forget the times watching Tutti Frutti together on RTL. If you know, you know. Now to my sister, Zoe. There you are. As sisters go, I suppose you're okay. Sorry I took all the good DNA. Nan, you've gone above and beyond your duties as a grandmother. You are quite simply like no other. You have been there for me through thick and thin. And thank you for not judging me all those years I lived in sin. For us to say thank you to my Nan and Angie would take hours and hours. But instead of saying with words, we thought we'd say it with flowers. That's your cue. One regret is that my mum didn't get to meet my new daughter and wife and to see how her little boy has done well and he's got a wonderful life. Now I know today she wants us all to have fun, so please raise a glass in honour of Sheila, my amazing mum.
Sheila.
Now to talk about my beautiful wife. And I know you're wondering how I managed to bag a girl as good as her. I know, totally punchy. Lianne, you keep me grounded and honest because after all, if it wasn't for you, I'd be going through life thinking I've got no faults at all. We are similar people. We're similar people but have different personalities within. Like, for example, some mornings I wake up grumpy, and other mornings I let her sleep in. I need to explain the story of how we first met. Contrary to most beliefs, she didn't date me for a bet. Instead of meeting in a bar on a hope and a wish, we met on a dating site called Plenty of Fish. One night, as Lianne logged on and my profile was featured, I was in London at the time showing Plenty of Fish to Richard. Where are you, Richard? There you go. If it wasn't for Richard, I wouldn't have logged in so late. So thank you, Richard. Or should I say, thank you, fate. Now, Richard, because of that, I wish I could pay you back and find you your special one. But until then, I hope you appreciate this beautiful bottle of fancy rum. Our first date went well. We went to Jamie's, and I thought it was good. But Lianne, however, didn't think it went as well as it should. Apparently, talking about myself all night isn't wise. But I'm grateful to her friends who convinced her to see me for a second time. At first, it didn't look good on our second date because I had lost my keys playing golf with Andy and Phil, and it meant I was late. The date went well, though. Initial dramas aside. You could say this was the day our stars aligned. You really were, aren't you? Moving on now to that special day that I proposed. I glanced up the romantic, but due to bad weather, it was closed. I panicked and picked a spot on the beach to drop to one knee, trying hard to ignore the bad smell of stinking seaweed. I asked, "Will you marry me?" as my knee hit the ground. She looked at me and said, "Don't be stupid, get up, stop messing around." It's because I've pretended to propose to her in the past as a joke. Well, you know me, I'm a funny bloke. Thankfully, she said yes. Well, obviously, because you're all here. And we started planning straight away, and this is the result of the past 2 years. Now, we chose to have a child before marriage and fell pregnant quick. What can I say? There's magic in my dick. Nan, Angie, I don't really have to confess that Lianne and I, we've had the sex. So tonight won't be the first time that we do the deed. Charlotte is living proof that I've planted my seed. I will move on now, don't worry. I bet you're thinking, I hope Rhys improves. Funny, because that's what Lianne probably thinks every time I show her my moves. Bridesmaids, I'm grateful for all that you have managed to accomplish. So thank you, Hannah, Steph, Kimmy and Mish. We are lucky to have you all here, attentive and dutiful, and I have to say, you all look beautiful. Thanks to our pretty flower girls and Finn, the handsome page boy too. Standing up, look, taking a bow. The day really would not be the same without all of you. The bridesmaids gave Lee 2 hen do's, because just one wouldn't suffice. And I bet meeting Ed Sheeran was an awesome surprise. I hope the caption on Instagram saying it was the most amazing moment of your life has now been replaced by today, now that we are husband and wife. Now, having your new famous friends come to our wedding really would have been the best. Hang on a minute. Wait up. Maybe you might all recognise our very special guest.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's Ed.
He's not very happy though, look at him. Yeah, he's not real.
Oh,
Sorry.
shame.
Now, Andy. Right, there you go. A best man's role on the wedding day is to look smart and proud and be careful what they say. To look after each guest as they enter the room and give a speech without embarrassing the groom. Just remind me. Andy, you've done great in your roles to date. You've just got your speech left and I'm sure it'll be great. No doubt in Andy's speech today, my reputation will be smeared. In fact, he's betting he will use the word weird. I had visions of my... No, Andy's a great best man and a great mate, simply the best. But beware his speech, because we think he's got selective Tourette's. I had visions of my stag do being a nice short break in Jersey. But instead I ended up in Wales dressed as a sexy nursey. Now I discovered on the stag do that Phil Lewis has a secret fetish, don't you? Apparently he likes to film people whilst they're having a pee on the loo. All my groomsmen really are top fellas, except on the stag do when they're flying with stadders. We're always winding each other up for laughs and fun, but who gets the brunt of it all? Yeah, you guessed it, this one. They're easy at making me look like a mug, but they're also there when all I need is a hug. Boys, your duties today have been great and you've all come through. I'm really glad I got to share this special day with you. On behalf of my wife and I'd just like to say, we'd just like to say, we hope you're having a most fantastic day. Thank you to the staff here at South Farm. Thank you for helping it run smoothly with elegance and charm. Big thanks to the event organiser here called Jane. Thank you so much, and thank God there was no rain. Lee, the magician. Thank you for entertaining everyone here. Just one favour, can you make Duncan disappear? Now the night isn't over. We'll see you all on the dance floor. Phil Foden, that includes you, don't be a bore. I know deep inside you really want to dance, but go on, give it a go, take a chance. There will be a dance-off from Aid and Richard in turn, and if you're lucky you'll be impressed with their competition with the most epic of worms. Mish, you can try too, and maybe you'll win. Just be careful this time and don't smash your chin. We have a cash bar here later, so make the most of the free wine. But whether drunk, tipsy or sober, we hope you have the most amazing time. Last line is to my new wife, Lianne, of who today is all about. I look forward to spending the rest of my life trying to figure you out.